Welcome back inside Delmarva Sports Insider. We move to Delaware now. Of course, teams in the first state also going into their final week before the holiday break. And, of course, two teams that made appearances on our 47 ABC Sports Power Rankings in the Henlopen. Caesar Rodney and Woodbridge.
Going to be a good battle.
Doing battle tonight. That's what we thought. Caesar Rodney and Star Chef Clark
didn't want to say it.
Coming out for battle against Woodbridge, missing their guy, Jamon Kane, with an ankle injuries and a boot, and early on it showed. The rotation gonna find senior Jaden Corbett. He's knocking down the wide open three with ease. But Woodbridge down early in this one, looking to stay in it. Troy Haynes, gets it at the elbow, and he's gonna knock down a three of his own. CR would lead though, 23-5 to end the first. My goodness.
Yeah, so second quarter, and the Riders still pouring it on. Corbett, yeah. Gets it on the fast break, outrunning everyone in the gym, gets the layup to go. He had 14 on the night. Now, defense, and more defense. That's what wins you games.
Ooh,
Will Scott picks Haynes' pocket, gets it to Kamal Merrill, and he takes the contact with the bucket. Riders up 45-14 at half. Baby. Second half, and same story. My goodness. Will Burke takes it and gets the one-handed slam. Caesar Rodney. Big home win over Woodbridge, 63-26, the final.
Wow. So an absolute statement made by Caesar Rodney tonight. As I said, man, they kind of look like they came out and said, hey, football season's over, guys. You know what I mean? You thought you were going to come down here and crash our party. Even with Jamon Kane out, I thought that CR came out and made a statement against a pretty good Woodbridge team.
Yeah, I mean, I think through the first few games for Woodbridge, what we saw was that offense does run through Troy Haynes and Jamon Kane. They certainly, complement one another both on the football field and then on the basketball court. Athletes, and without the other one, this offense kind of falls apart a little bit. So this is the first game that they've been playing without Jamon Kane since that injury. We'll see how they can rebound, but nonetheless, not the best performance for Woodbridge. But everybody has that bad game.
Yeah, you have that bad
in a season. It's okay. But for more games in Delaware, we're going to send it over to Drew, standing by.
Thanks, Jeff. Now, we'll head and stick with Delaware. The last time Lake Forest opened a season 4-0 was back in 2009. But today, they had the entire school in attendance this afternoon as the Spartans went for win number 5 on the season. And one of the stars for this team, Gaheem Kimbrough Roach, leading Lake in their quest to stay undefeated this season. Spartans off to a slow start offensively, but Nakeem Scott knocks down a pair of triples to get the scoring started. A few plays later, Lake out in transition, and of course, it's Roach. Big man out in transition. He throws it down in front of the home crowd. They're all about it. The final seconds of the first half, Jason Vasquez shows off the sauce with a step-back three at the buzzer. Lake Forest completely in control of this game, even in the second half. Vasquez channeling his inner Derrick Rose with a pretty reverse lay-in, part of his 21 points, and then Lake out in the open floor. The initial shot is going to be missed, but who's there? Roach to clean it up. The man on the glass with the tip-in. He finished with 26 points, 18 rebounds, 4 blocks, guys. A pretty full stat sheet for him as the Spartans move to 5-0, and they roll 74-34 over IR.
Coach always make us go hard on defense at practice, and he wants us to practice like a Northern Division team, so we can kill all the teams in the South to show them that we better than we kind of better than everybody. And my dominant performance came from my team. I wouldn't have got as many points if Jason wasn't chose to pass me the ball when I was open and everything. So he did. He got me open.
The Woodbridge Blue Raiders girls team looking to move 7-0 on the year, hosting Appo. Woodbridge jumping on the offensive early. Janira Scott to Michaela Serpa, who knocks down the corner jumper. But the Jags warming up from behind the arc. Delaney Christopher with a triple from the wing. Then it's Christopher to Julia Nicholson, who drains a three from the opposite wing. Woodbridge up 7 at the end of the first, and they would pile it on from there. Jakaya Johnson cleaning up her own miss, laying it up and in. Woodbridge, they remain undefeated on the year. They top Appo 76-55. Guys, we'll send it back to you at the desk for some more scores.
Thank you, Drew. A couple more scores to get to you. Delmar, how about this getting past Salisbury Christian? And how about Laurel? Also, they fall to the Salisbury school. Or actually, Laurel won this game against the Salisbury school, I should say. Yeah,
now we also had some more scores. Cape Henlopen and Milford. Close game here. Cape eventually, slipping away a little bit. The final 76-64. And also Delmarva Christian and Christiana. 6-point game, but Delmarva Christian, you see it there, came out victorious by 6.
Delmarva Christian is 7-1 this year.
And you know why?
Why is that?
What do you mean? You got the powers on offense. That's why. They got some shooters.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and over in Delaware, it's looking really good for the Lake boys. I think they are the real deal. Roach and Vasquez are pretty good. I'm not sure what IR did, man. I mean, they probably should have stayed in school for the rest of the second half of the day. They just didn't look like they showed up.
They shouldn't even made the trip.
Yeah, it looked like they didn't show up to me. They were asleep or something. Yeah.
Want to say something about the Woodbridge girls? This is my team this year.
Yeah.
You got Sierra Smith,
Shakaya
Johnson, that's right, and Janira Scott, all sophomores.
Yeah.
And they are just pouring it on 7-0 to start the year. They're serious.
Yeah.
Maybe a state title contender.
I think so.
Now, coming up, we're going to step away from the sports for an update on a developing story out in Delaware. Julian Sador will have more details surrounding the Christiana Mall shooting after a gunman opened fire earlier tonight. The Delmarva Sports Insider is coming right back.
My name is Jameer Felton of Indian River High School. You are watching the Delmarva Sports Insider.